Hello reefers, what is good? WMG here again with another video. I was thinking earlier today about Coraline algae and the different types and such, and why it's so popular, really. And I was checking online, and I saw a lot of people trying to figure out how to grow this algae because, well, if you've seen it, it's very appealing. They come in a variety of colors, and they can grow all over the tank, and it's nice. So I wanted to go over how one would actually grow this algae. And in the beginning, I was really interested in having this algae cover my rocks, my live rock, and I couldn't figure out how to get this stuff to grow. Now I've had this tank for about a year and a half now, and I've just recently um, come across my answer for actually how to do this. Um, First, let's go over what it is. Coraline algae is an algae, obviously. Comes in a variety of colors, like purple, which is probably the most popular amongst reefers. There's also red and green, and like a bluish purple. Anyway, I didn't know how to grow this in the beginning until I actually put these racks you see up onto my tank. Now there are a lot of products too that that instantiate the growth of purple algae, like this one here. This one, purple up. This is a popular one amongst reefers, but I'm going to show you guys how I did mine, or how I grew mine, um, a little bit more naturally in the tank. Now this algae is going to grow like no matter what. You'll get some of it in your tank as long as you have. So I'm going to zoom in here so you can see these little my frags here are covered with Coraline, and if you can see closely enough, the racks that's actually holding up the frags are also covered in Coraline, and that's actually when I started realizing how to grow this stuff. Alright, so like I was saying, this algae is going to grow like no matter what, even in small quantities. It will grow as long as you have calcium in your system, and magnesium, of course, and some other trace elements. But basically, calcium is the most important element for growing this algae, because it's an encrusting algae and it uses up calcium. So I figure that these boosters for the, like purple up, for example, probably have the spores of the algae as well as calcium for its growth. So basically, you'll get some of these guys growing, and I didn't notice the growth, or should I say, I noticed the optimal way to grow the algae when I put up the racks in the front, because one, they were getting a lot of light, and two, I keep my calcium between 550 and like 600 to 700 parts per million. So they started growing onto the racks, and then I noticed that it started spreading around the tank. So what I realized was the growth on the racks were spreading, right, and making spores of the algae. Now the racks are in a high flow area, which disperses the spores around the tank, and that's when I started noticing that the other rocks were starting to get covered in Coraline because of the spores. So the best way probably to grow your algae, and I know there's a lot of companies out there that will give you or sell to you like ceramic plates covered in Coraline, and then you hang those up in your tank. Now that's pretty much the same thing I've done here, right? I've gotten some Coraline algae and then put them in a high flow area so that the spores will travel around the tank. Another good thing to do is to take like a toothbrush or something, right? and brush the Coraline algae. Now you're not trying to scrape off the Coraline algae. You're just trying to brush off the spores so that they travel around the tank more efficiently. All right. So 3 steps pretty much for growing Coraline algae. You need a good amount of calcium and lighting to feed it, right? And then you need your initial population of the algae, right? Whichever one you prefer. And then you put it into a high flow area so that the spores can travel around the tank and populate the rock. Okay. Now it sounds very simple and it's very easy, but remember, guys, I've had this tank for a year and a half now, and well, not everything is covered in Coraline, but it is pretty decent. So you have to be patient with this growth. It's pretty much like growing a coral. Sometimes it can grow rapidly, and sometimes it will not. It depends on the tank. But anyway, just to give you guys an idea of how to grow this stuff, I just wanted to make this video real quick so that you guys can have a better idea, because I see that it's extremely popular, and it should be, because Coraline algae is very beautiful. And I know this was a short video, but I am trying to come out with a bunch of videos real quick, since I'm moving, and I'll also be going on vacation for a couple days to Virginia over the July holiday. So I'll be trying to pump out a few videos at a time, just to keep you guys entertained for the meantime. I am planning to go to quite a few of the aquariums over in Virginia, which I'm excited about, because I have been there before, and there are a bunch of really awesome aquariums to go buy stuff at. I'll definitely shoot some videos over there to get you guys some good footage. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos, and please subscribe to the channel so you'll be updated on how to start a saltwater aquarium. I'll be posting videos on that shortly. Also comment on this video if you want to see more, and don't forget to like it. That always helps me with me figuring out if I get good content for you guys. So I'll see you guys then.